Hey there. So, in this video, we're going to talk a little bit about all or nothing thinking. Have you ever found yourself saying, I'll start tomorrow or I'll start Monday? I fell off the wagon. This one more time. I call all of those thoughts, and there's many more of them, fall into a category called all or nothing thinking. Does that sound familiar to you? I know for myself, I've been a victim to this type of thinking for way, way too long, which left me always feeling like really crazy, really out of control, no trust with myself because I would go on these diets and have these really strict, I have to do this. And the second that I would fall off the wagon, I fell into this extremes of thinkings that are polar. So, if you think about a pendulum, when it swings, it gives this effect. And all of life, it's the cause of effect. When you do one thing, you're going to have an effect to it. So, all or nothing thinking, I like to think of it as a pendulum swinging because when you go to one side, like I'll start tomorrow, or I will only this last time. You're setting yourself up for failure. I call all of these thoughts delusional negotiation. So, as a weight loss coach, I believe in coaching and I have my own coach. And my coach was able to reflect to me some things to get me out of this type of thinking. And one day she said to me, Lauren, it seems like you're really getting good at negotiating with yourself. And it just hit me. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's right. I do negotiate with myself. And then I always end up losing and end up overeating. So I've just gotten to the point now where I just don't allow myself to negotiate I just don't give myself permission to have all or nothing thinking. So I think it's really important for you to be aware when you fall into this type of thinking and realizing that the effects that the pendulum is going to swing. When you start with all or nothing thinking, there's going to be an effect to the end of it. And you really want to focus on being very stable in the middle and not swaying too much in your weight loss journey. So next time you see yourself thinking all of these extreme thoughts, I'll start tomorrow. And I really think that the most delusional lie that we tell ourselves is that one of this one last time. Be honest with yourself. You know it's not going to be the last time you eat that. So, what I help my clients with finding the right thoughts that are going to help them with not falling into this all or nothing thinking. And when I teach weight loss, all of my clients go on a protocol where they plan 24 hours in advance. Now, there is nothing off limits because when you put things off limits, you start with this deprivation. And if my clients want to eat what I call a joy eat and have pizza or fries or whatever, they just have to plan it 24 hours in advance. So when my clients fall into this, oh, I want this, or going off their protocol, I tell them to go to the thought, I can have that at the right time. Now, the research that I've done on willpower is that we have a limited amount of willpower that we carry around each day. And you can build it more like a muscle, but when you tell yourself that you can't have something, your brain is going to flip out and be like, oh, I want that, I need it. And so when you tell yourself that you can have it later, you don't end up using willpower. So it's really important that when you fall into this all or nothing thinking, that you're able to bring yourself back to reality and be able to call it what it is, which is, hey, this is all or nothing thinking. I don't need to go this way. And in fact, I don't give myself permission to think this way because you know how it's going to end up. So when you can tell yourself, when you're in this situation where you really want to eat something and you know that you shouldn't and that you're falling into all or nothing thinking, the thought to go to is, I can have that at the right time. It's not going to have your brain flip out because you're not like, I'm never having that again, which is a lie and you know it. It's giving yourself permission to have it at the right time. So that one sentence is so powerful. It really breaks through this all or nothing thinking that makes us feel so crazy, and it helps us build trust with ourselves. So next time you find yourself in all or nothing thinking, use the thought, I can have it at the right time.